Hey, you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and we are refilling the activity kits this month. I have a whole bunch of new things to fill this up. I use these kits to entertain my kids when they are bored. They can just pull out an activity and it's ready to go. So let me show you what I'm putting in this month. But before we get to that, I wanted to show you guys our sponsor for today's video, which is Magic Fly. They sent me over this massive box of 1,000 wood Scrabble tiles. This would be an excellent way to do some hands-on learning activities because you get enough to do those types of activities. They also sent over this package of magnetic adhesive sheets. So these are flexible, durable magnetic sheets that are easy to cut, and they have adhesive on them. So they come in full sheets like this, and they're individually packaged. So one side has the adhesive and the other side has the magnet. I'm going to put some of these magnetic adhesive sheets onto these word tiles, and I'll be right back with some activity ideas. So I went ahead and did a few letters. You can do as many as you want. I recommend doing multiple, especially if you're going to be using these for activities. The first suggestion I have is for putting them in ABC order. So you put some letters on the board and have them arrange them and put them in alphabetical order. I'm just doing a little example here. Once they know their ABC order, put some missing ones there and put the extra letters on one side. And so now what they can do is take the letters over here and say, okay, what comes A, B, C, and then they can move it and fill in the blank. It's not just the whole alphabet, but it's finding the letter that goes in between. And so another cool thing to do is matching. So you can put letters up on here all over the board, and then they can go and match the letter up to it. That would be one way to do it. If you're using multiple of the Scrabble tiles, you can have them group them together. So I'm just going to put some circles on the board. Then they could move all of those letters into the one group for sorting. Great way to do lowercase, uppercase matching by writing the lowercase on the boards. And then they would simply match up the uppercase to the lowercase. A little bit more skilled level would be to use it for word families. So you could write your word families on the board with a little blank in front. I'm just using the word family for at. Find one letter and put it in the blank. Cat, bat, mat, and you can work on word families that way. CVC words. And this one, you would just put the middle letter in, or you could use the tiles if you want. Some blanks, so we know we need letters on each one of those sides. So now they can add cat, they can do bed, you can do lid. If you're going to do this, I would start off with just one letter, make them all A's, so you can work on that, and then move on to other vowels. And then when you're more advanced, you can do a lot of vowels at once for your CVC words. So CVC is consonant, vowel, consonant. I mean, you could even do word scramble. Word is meat, for example. You can scramble up the letters and present those and say, okay, what word is this? And then they'd have to unscramble the letters and just being able to move them around. Maybe you have spelling words. This would be a good way to unscramble a spelling word. So many different ideas, and you really can't go wrong. You can even do a lot of crafts with these too, by the way. I'll have links to these in my description box on where to find them on Amazon, so make sure to check those out if you want to do some letter activities with some Scrabble tiles. And thanks to Magic Fly for sponsoring today's video. So we always start off with what was in our last box, our last activity kit, just to kind of give you an idea of what worked or what we're going to come back to or didn't get to. So let me start off with this big one here. This is the Clean Water Science Kit. This is actually from Knowledge Crate box. I took it out of like this bigger kit, and my kids still want to do it. We've attempted to try it 2 times, but we just ran out of time. So this is actually going to become a priority. I want to put this like on our kitchen table so we can finish it up. And then there was another project from that same Knowledge Crate box, and that was to make a paper mache world, and we just did not get to it. The kids didn't even realize that it was in here, and I am going to be pulling these out so we can literally do them this week. And we have a Grow Your Own Hedgehog, which is also from that kit, which we didn't get to. We've done these before in the past. I know they like to do them, so this is a really fast and easy one, so I'm also going to put that with our things to do. So we will get to this. Then we had this game from Educational Insight, Canoodle Duel, I think it is, where you have these little challenge cards and you put the pieces in here with another player, and then the first person to get the challenge will push their button and it knocks off their opponent's pieces. So it's like a race to do the challenges. Love this. This was definitely used. These were from Target, so you put them on your finger, I think, and you blast them across. These didn't get used too much because I didn't want them to do in the house, so this needs to go with the outdoor toys. Then we have the fidget. These are from Target, and they have little suction cups. They're kind of like squigs, and they stick to everything. They love these. They thought these were fun. So these came out a lot, as did these little sensory water tubes that just kind of fall through your hands, and they have little things that are floating inside of them. These both came from the Target dollar section. This game definitely got used. This is called Foldology. This was a birthday present, and it has these sheets of paper, lots of different ones. And if your kid likes origami, they'll definitely like this. It's very challenging. So you peel one off, and you have to fold it multiple different ways in order to make it so that the picture is on one side, and then the colored blocks are on one side. So I have a whole bunch that they've done. Here's our picture of a little hedgehog, and then on the back it has the color block. So that's what's supposed to fold down to. But the way you fold it, there's so many different ways. See how it's folded diagonally? And my 10-year-old is so good at this. She's gotten some that I haven't been able to get, but it's definitely a great item. A really fun gift. Just something different, you know? So this was definitely a win, and we still have a whole bunch more to do on it from all three of us using it. So this is called Foldology. Then we have empty and dirty box. So you guys can use whatever container you have at home to fill up your activity box. I used to do these to take to restaurants, and then the pandemic happened, and so we stopped taking them to restaurants. So I started making them for home use. I'm sticking to using them at home because at restaurants, my kids don't seem to need activity kits anymore. So this is like a shoe box size Sterilite container, and it's just a good size because you don't want to put too much. Although this month I might be putting a lot in here. So let's fill it up with some of the new things for this month. I want to start off with the crafty stuff. So we brought out all of our Christmas decorations, and I found the things that we didn't get to last year. This tells me not to buy more crafts, but it also tells me we need to work on these. So these are actually from last year. This one's from Target. It was a macrame kit for Christmas ornaments. Then we have this one from Dollar Tree. This was the DIY 3D craft kit. They have this one in stores now, so you can definitely get this. So you paint them, and then there's like a platform in there that you put the pieces on. So these I do know are at Dollar Tree right now. Then I have a Nutcracker painting kit from Target dollar section, mini garland that you paint, which is really cute, and another Nutcracker. And then this one I got this year. The only thing I bought this year is a sun catcher of the nativity scene. This one was from Hobby Lobby. $1.99, it was like 40% off. We are going to try to attempt to get some holiday crafting in, and then that's it. This is all of our holiday crafts right here. Wait, no, I lied. There is also this one, 24 in here, and then you add the candy cane. So I did buy the candy canes, and it's like this one's a Santa Claus holding it. This is going to go to their classmates. So they do have to assemble these, and then they're going to put the candy canes in and give them to their classmates before school lets out for Christmas break. That takes up a lot of space, so I'm hopefully going to be able to fit everything else in here. I wanted to include these books. These activity books we've had for a while. They came from the Target dollar section, and they come back to the Target dollar section every once in a while. But this is your note from me to you that when you do see these, pick them up, put them away for later so that you have them for when you can't find them in the stores anymore. These are the glow in the dark sticker ones. This one is glow and know and glow human body sticker activities. And there's stickers in here, and then just some things about the human body, the ocean sticker activities. So we're going to put this in here. Same with this one. We are over the workbooks. This is actually grades 2 to 3, so this will be real easy because she's in 5th grade now, but she does like space, so this is more of a last chance effort to work on this, and kind of just a real easy activity book. This came from the Target dollar section too, so I'm going to add these in here. This is our last chance effort to use them before I ditch them because they're getting to the age where it's too easy for them. You might recognize this one from the holiday gift guides. This was in there. This one is the press and peel foil fun set from Schematic. It's recommended for ages 4 to 9, but I think my 10-year-old is still going to enjoy playing with this because I enjoyed playing with it. And the one we have is the World of Animals. There's a couple different themes that you can get. I'm going to put links to the things that are still available over on Amazon or whatnot down below in the description box if you want to try it. So this has all kinds of different sticker sheets to it. You can see the one I did here already was the octopus. You can peel them out and you would adhere the foil to them. So I chose like a little silver and blue foil for this side, and I even did the back, and you get these packages of all kinds of different foil colors. Now, if you want to, there's even play scenes in here. Let me see if I can show you that. Some googly eyes. So you have some play scenes in here, so you could adhere them to the play scenes if you want to do that, or you can use the play scenes for imagined play if you don't use them as stickers. A couple different options, and it just was a really fun kind of art activity to do. So I'm going to put that in here as something that they can try and see if they like. So put this in the back. Nice. Then I try to always include a game that they can play by themselves. So I want to do a game, like a single single player game, which made me think of this new Educational Insights Canoodle Pyramid we got for the holiday gift guides, because I think this would be a really great one for them to try. There's like 200 puzzles in here. And what's really cool about this one is that there's 2 different ways to play. So if you've played Canoodle before, you're probably familiar with like playing flat and two-dimensional, where you have a challenge here and you set up the pieces, and then your job is to fill it in with the missing pieces. So here is this challenge right here, and then you'd have these 2 pieces, and then you'd have to figure out how to fit them in. So you can play two-dimensionally, but what's really cool about this one is that you have this piece, which you can play and make it into a pyramid. So that is like a whole new set of challenges, making it 3D. I'm not going to demo the whole thing because I did in the gift guide, but it's really cool because it's all 3-dimensional. It comes up like a pyramid, and you have to figure out how to insert the pieces in order to make it take up that 3-dimensional pyramid shape. So I really like this one. So we're going to put this in here too for a single player game for them to try. Since I have 2 kids, I got to put 2 in here. So we have this one, which is Super Slide. This is from Geiger. They sent it for a video that I'd had. And this one is electronic. So you push on the button, and then it shows you how to set up the puzzle right here in this colored screen. And your goal is to get big red piece down here in the middle center. So when you set up your challenge, you copy the picture that's up here, and then your job is to slide all the pieces to try to get it. That's not going to work. To slide all the pieces to get it to the center. Let's see if I can do it for you real quick. Yeah, here we go. And it gets increasingly more difficult and more difficult as you go along. So therefore I solved that puzzle. There's over like 500 puzzles in here. Awesome. So now I have 2 one-player games, but I do also like to do 2-player games or multiple people games. And for that, we have the 800-pound gorilla. And this is from the creators of Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. And they sent me this after I went to an event this summer. I think their games are just so adorable. So this is a short played game. It's 10 to 15 minutes, ages 8 and up, and you can have 3 to 6 players. This one has a game board, and there's for the spinner, bananas, coconuts, and then all of our cards. So you just put the spinner in the center like this, your bananas and coconuts in the center all around the board. All the gorilla cards go around the board, and then the banana point cards go close to the game board. So your goal is to have the most banana points at the end of the game. So you just start the game by spinning the spinner. If the spinner lands on the large gorilla, everyone must quickly claim a gorilla card that they think is the largest by placing their finger on the gorilla card. So I say this one, for example. Once everyone's chosen, you flip it over to look at the scale to see. So this one says 787 pounds. The person with the largest gorilla gets 2 banana points, and the person with the second largest gorilla gets 1 point. So you take them off here for your points. If you land on a small gorilla or the medium gorilla, you would do the same thing. So the small one, you'd look for the smallest gorilla, and the medium, you look for the medium, and then you'd compare the weights. There are 2 other options on here, coconuts and bananas. So if it lands on the coconuts, you can refer to this little chart here in the instructions. So if the spinner lands on a coconut and the top card is a phrase, like this one says ribbit, then you yell the phrase and then grab a coconut. So it lands on coconut, it's ribbit, so you say ribbit and you grab one of the coconuts. If it's an action card, like this one, you would do the action and then grab a coconut. Same thing for bananas, but this time with bananas. So if there's a phrase, you'd say the phrase and grab a banana, or you do the action and grab a banana. Very similar to some of the rules that are in Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. And whoever does it will get some more banana points. You continue doing this until all of the cards have run out, and then you count to see who has the most banana points. Very simple rules, fun, but there's a lot of action in it. And then I do try to put a sensory item in here, a fidget or something, so they can grab it while it's sitting there and just play with it, which they do all the time. Goo Games sent me some new items that they have for the season, and I showed you these before when I went to that event. These are called Goo Games, so you squish them and it moves all the water in there. You can try and do the game. Let's see what we have here. It has some fruit on the bottom, the fruit theme, and you're trying to get all those little pieces to go into the little divots on the game. This one looks like candy and desserts, and you're trying to get all of the little confetti to go into the center. And then this one looks like it's got gems. You're trying to get the gems to go in all those little divots in the center too. And they have interchangeable cards that you can change the background with. So if I can just slide out the card here, that was the gem background, like in the ocean. Here is a cat, so I can slide that in, and it totally changes it to a new game. This one looks kind of like a old miners like where you go mining. Also on the back of the cards, it tells you different levels, easy, advanced, and expert on what to do. So on this one, easy is to decorate the kitty by filling all 5 buckets with a gem. Level 2 says get any of the gems into the buckets starting from left to right. And then expert level would be get all the colored gems into their matching buckets starting from top to bottom. And it also has instructions here on how to fill it with water if you need to refill it. I already got one in. There's 2. Gotta be gentle. Oh, almost. There, I did it. I got all of them in. Here is the candy themed one. Ooh, this one's fun. It has a lot of things in there. And then we have like a galaxy theme here. This one looks like a woodland theme. And then this one slides out too. Looks like an ice cream cone forest. And they can all slide in there. See some of the challenges on the back. And this one with the fruit theme on here, several different places that you have to put your objects. This one looks like a grocery theme, so you'll put them in like little grocery baskets. And then this one looks like a feeding the animals game. I think that they would like these very much. And then some cards where they can switch them out too. So there is this month's activity kit. Super full, but a lot of the crafts will be done and then it will empty it all out. And so there we have it. If you like these videos, I'm going to put another one up here on screen for you to go watch next. I will see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this.